Charles Dickens. A Christmas Carol. Adapted version read by Martin Siemienski for a younger audience. Long ago in London town, there lived a certain rich man named Ebenezer Scrooge. Though his fortune was vast, he believed that every moment spent not making money was time wasted. He was as tight-fisted as can be and never showed a shred of kindness to anyone. Simply put, Scrooge was a miserable cheapskate, and so it's no surprise that everyone avoided him like the plague. Our story begins on the 24th of December. Truly, this story is one to remember. Snow was falling and covered London's streets, people all rushing to buy presents and treats. Children throwing snowballs, making shapes in the snow, their cheeks red and rosy, their hearts all aglow. Ebenezer Scrooge thought Christmas was a waste of his time. Not even the thought of celebrating ever crossed his mind. When all others had gone home, Scrooge remained at work, refusing to allow a day off for his clerk. The poor man sat shivering, dreaming of warmer attire, as Scrooge was too stingy to buy coal for the fire. When the clock chimed to announce the end of the day, thinking of his family, the clerk went on his way. But what of Scrooge? You'd never find Scrooge at midnight mass. He couldn't stand Christmas. He'd much rather spend time counting his cash. But what's this? Who's come at this hour to bend Scrooge's ear? It's none other than his nephew.
What's brought you here?
What's brought me here, Uncle? What kind of question is that? Now come join us for Christmas. Grab your coat and your hat.
You're young and foolish, boy. Begone! Do as you please with your time and yourself, but stay well away from my time and my wealth.
The young man said goodbye and left to go home, feeling sad for his uncle, with a heart made of stone. Left to his money, Scrooge counted it a while. As he counted the last coin, his face lit up with a smile. But as he left the office, he heard the church bells ring, saw Christmas trees through windows, and heard carolers sing. He scowled in disgust and muttered, "Bah! Humbug!" When he got home and kicked his boots off his feet, the cheapskate refused to even turn on the heat. He gobbled down a sandwich and went off to bed, then put on pajamas and lay down his head. But he could not fall asleep due to an awful rattling din. Scrooge turned on the light. Who was this figure so ghostly and thin? Impossible! It was the ghost of Scrooge's old partner, Marley. But he was wrapped up in chains, rasping and gnarly.
Heed my warning, avoid my dreadful fate. I was greedy in life, and now it's too late. I've come to warn you, to tell you, old friend. Be kind to others, open your heart, make amends. Ignore my warning at your grave peril. You can't possibly imagine what awaits at life's end.
And with that, the ghost vanished. As Scrooge, astounded, lay there in bed, the star of Bethlehem shone in the sky overhead. The ghost of Christmas past appeared all aglow and took Scrooge back to a Christmas long ago.
Oh my!
The ghost took Scrooge back to his days as a boy. Wow! How his heart pounded. Scrooge was moved, overcome with joy. He was surrounded by his parents and those he held dear, so much happiness and love at Christmas that year. Suddenly, the scene changed and Scrooge was taken up high as the ghost of Christmas present lifted him into the sky. They flew across the world and saw people sharing, expressing love at Christmas, swapping greetings and caring. They finally landed at Scrooge's clerk's house. They saw him together with his children and spouse. "Though I'm late, we've not much to share this year. There's nowhere I'd rather be at Christmas than here," he said to his wife and children. "Today it's Christmas, may our family be blessed, and on this hopeful day, I wish you all the very best. What's more, I wish the same for Mr. Scrooge. May he too be blessed." Oh, away now from the warmth of Christmas Eve by the fire, a grim spectre appears with a warning most dire. It's the ghost of Christmas yet to come, here to show Scrooge the result of all that he's done. Scrooge begs the ghost, a look of terror on his face.
"Take me away from this dark and lonely place."
The ghost seems to grant this wish, but does not take Scrooge home. Instead, they visit a graveyard in a location unknown. A prophecy, a tombstone, and on it the following phrase: "Here lies Ebenezer Scrooge."
Oh, my days!
The terrified old man is beside himself with dread when suddenly he wakes back at home in his bed. But this was no dream. It was a sign from on high. Scrooge calls for the delivery boy, a look of joy in his eye.
"Hurry and buy presents for the family of my nephew. Here's some money, take more. Buy a gift for my clerk, too. For his son also some toys on Christmas Eve."
And what happened next is hard to believe. No longer a miser, having undergone a transformation, Scrooge suddenly remembered his nephew's Christmas invitation. And so off he went to visit his kin, and felt pure joy in his heart as they invited him in. Scrooge's nephew was shocked to see his uncle at the door. "Uncle Scrooge, may you remain so merry forevermore." And so he did. The three ghosts had shown Scrooge the error of his ways, and so Scrooge remained kind and loving for the rest of his days.